Today, all of my childhood dreams are coming true. I could not believe that we had just experienced that. Oh my gosh. This was easily one of my favorite days that I spent outside all year. When I was a kid, I had a rock collection and I was just obsessed with geodes and crystals and finding cool rocks and just learning about that kind of stuff. I actually had a little treasure chest with my name on it, and inside it had just all of my rocks and books and stuff. And I remember we would go to the mall and I would love the nature store because I would go and pick out really cool tumbled rocks. You know, they had like little sections with all different types of rocks. So Nick and I just decided, you know what, we're just gonna clear all of the things that we had going on for the day. We're gonna go out and find some geodes. I've wanted to do this for so long. When I was a kid, you know, I was always buying them and then cracking them open, or, you know, buying rocks at the nature store. There's several places that you can go rock hounding, and it was like a, I don't know, roughly 3-hour drive out to these geobeds from home. So we get to the geobeds and they are just this huge pit of gray dirt and rocks. Like, it really doesn't actually look like much when you first arrive, but sure enough, we started walking around and I could immediately see crystals and just the ground kind of sparkling. So I was so excited. I mean, excited doesn't even cut it. We are at the geode beds and I am so excited. It's time to get the tools and start digging and finding some crystals. We got a shovel, we got a pry bar here, I got some gloves for my hands, a hammer, and then tools for the day. I also need some safety glasses. I'm ready to find some geodes. This is my rock hounding outfit. I got pockets here, and I have a little pouch here for a handkerchief. And I got my safety glasses, and I'm ready to find some geodes. I'm so excited. Okay, let's go. You can stop recording. We just kind of jumped right in. You know, we got into the pit and we just started digging around. It was actually really easy to find geodes. We were finding geodes that were like 1 to 3 inches big, and I would collect them in my little pouch. So I would like dig through the dirt and find little geodes, or what I thought were geodes, collect them, and then go and crack them all open. Every single time I was getting ready to crack one open, it was just like so much excitement because you don't know what's inside. And some of them I thought were going to be awesome, and there was just like no crystals, and then other ones had some incredible crystals. I have a pouch full of geodes here, or what I think are geodes. I think this one's going to be really good. Dang it! Ha! Ah!
Try again.
Clearly I don't know what a geode looks like. Ooh, this one's pretty cool. Okay, show me what you got. Wow! This is the coolest thing. Look at this. Oh my gosh. I have done it! It looks pretty. Whoa!
Ooh.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
You thought it wasn't one.
That's the coolest one we found so far. Whoa, look at that sparkle.
Keepers.
Keepers. Did you? Yeah, that's a good one. I'm out of breath. I'm having so much fun. My face just like hurts from smiling. It's a good little workout here. No. Is that worth it? It was just a process of collecting geodes, smashing them open, collecting geodes, smashing them open. Now, in retrospect, we should have brought a little towel to put the geodes in before we were smashing them, because the rocks were just flying everywhere. So sometimes we would have like a little one and smash it with the hammer, and like it would just scatter into a million pieces and we couldn't find them. Oh, dang it. I always Ooh, there you go. Where did they go? No. Lame. We did that a lot. The hours just flew by. I mean, we were there for a while and I don't know where the time went. It was seriously so much fun, and we did end up finding some pretty cool ones that we ended up keeping. Whew. This is the hole I've been digging. And I did find a really cool geode that's already opened, but inside it's like, it's almost like a little display case for the crystals in there. It's pretty cool looking. And then we haven't found anything bigger than like this size. These are all of the crystals we found. So now we need to pick the ones that we actually want to keep, because we're not going to take all of these. Based on the drive in, we saw some pronghorn and some wild horses, like way in the distance, and one up close. So we were kind of like, let's leave a little bit early so that we can catch that road at sunset, and maybe we'll see some more animals instead of driving that road in the dark. We were driving on the dirt road, and it's, you know, flat and straight for a lot of it. And out in the distance, I see what I think are wild horses. So I have binoculars in the car and I start looking through the binoculars, and sure enough, far in the distance, you can see like tons of wild horses. And they were so far from us that like, if you weren't really looking for animals and you didn't have binoculars, you would easily just drive right by them on this road. But since we had the binoculars, we kind of were able to look at them. So there were two huge groups of horses on both sides of the road in the distance. And so at this point, Nick's looking through the binoculars on his side and he's like, whoa, they are running.
Look, there's like a little one that just took off and was sprinting.
Wow.
You see the little one just running in circles?
So we continue to drive down the road and I can see these horses in the distance. They're getting closer and closer and closer, and they're running so fast. And sure enough, they get like really close to the road and they're like sprinting, and we're driving. And so we stop on the road and kind of pull over, and sure enough, these horses just cross the road right in front of us and run off into the other side. I could not believe that we had just experienced that. Like, they were so far from us. Like I said, you wouldn't have even been able to see them really if you didn't have binoculars. And then within 2 minutes or less, they were like right next to us and crossing the road. So I don't know, it was just so wild. Nick was taking photos of them and I was just kind of like taking some video and watching them. And once they kind of crossed the road and moved off to the other side, we were both like, dang, that was incredible. So we're just sitting there kind of like soaking in that moment. And then all of a sudden I see another like huge group of horses on that side of the road and this side of the road all running. And we were just like, where are these horses coming from? There were so many of them. So we continue driving down the road a little bit, and then sure enough, those horses catch up to us and they cross the road. And at one point there was like horses all around us. And the thing that really just got me was it was dead quiet. So we had like pulled over on the road and we're just kind of like watching them from the road, and there was no wind, no other cars, and all you could hear was the sound of like literally, I think there was like at least 200 horses that we saw stampeding, like running through these beautiful like American West landscapes. And it's that sound that I just will never forget, like the thumping, like thunderous sound of these horses. That was one of the coolest things I've ever seen.